Hello everybody, it is Happy Heart Treasures. I'm Steve.
I'm Donna.
And it is I don't even know what day it is. Thursday morning. Hey, today's video is going to be completely different than what you're used to seeing from us. We have a
more sensitive topic we'd like to discuss. We were able to help a friend travel the distance to help them out, and we want to talk about that this morning.
We went into a hoarder house, to put it bluntly, and not only was it a hoarder house, but it was a hoarder house that had a major water leak and had a lot of structural damage and things like that. We have clips of the inside the house that we're going to share with you, but we kind of want to tell you the story, and we'll show you the clips, and then we'll talk about it afterwards too. So stick around. Everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, if this is your first time watching, thanks for clicking on this video. We appreciate it. This is not what we normally would video. We are resellers from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Rehomers of stuff.
She doesn't like resellers. We rehomers of stuff.
Yes.
And what do we normally do, Donna?
We do lots of different things. We thrift. We clean out after estate sales. We might go and do a private pick. We might help somebody move their things on.
We do storage units. We do garage sales.
Garage sales.
A little bit of everything. We've been doing this full time now for 2 years. And normally our videos are lighthearted and fun.
Yes.
We show like what sold and what we found and different type of things. But this video is definitely a different
It's more
vibe.
on the sensitive side.
A couple of weeks ago, we were contacted by someone through word of mouth, mutual friends, things like that. They had a situation where they had a house and they had a lot of stuff in the house, and they ended up having a water situation, a massive water leak
of some kind. We don't know where it came from or anything.
Yeah, and we didn't know, and they said, well, the house ended up like unlivable, and they shut the power off and the gas and all that because of some safety issues, structural damage. We heard that there was sagging in the floor type situation. So we were intrigued because we do a little bit of everything, and we were curious about this. So we reached out to the person and got in contact with them, and we talked to them quite a bit, kind of learned about the situation, and then we set up a time and we traveled to this person.
Well, they said that there were some personal items that they wanted out of the house, and since it was tagged, they weren't able to go in and find these things by themselves. And so we said, well, we could give you, we could help do that and see what else there might be for us to,
yeah, and they kind of wanted our opinion. They have had somebody there working on cleaning out the house. They did clean out a few rooms.
Yes.
And so a few rooms when you first get there were kind of cleaned out, but that person had other jobs and had to move on to other stuff. So the situation is they were kind of stuck and they weren't quite sure what to do.
Yeah.
And so they would like our opinion on things and to see if we could find a few things for them and just kind of see what we thought overall.
And we're going to show a video of what the house looked like when we got there and things so that you can see what we saw.
So we got there and we talked with this person for quite a while and got to know them, and this person prepared us before we went in and said, you're gonna see some things. There's a lot of stuff. We've seen the show Hoarders. Donna likes to watch that. I'm not a fan. It's not my thing.
Just with most resellers, the treasure hunting part of it is really exciting. And
it's very intriguing.
I like to see the process, and I like to watch that show, among others. Yeah,
so we went in completely, on the way there as we were driving, we talked about it, and Donna's like, what do you think? What's your thoughts on this? And we were both we had absolutely no idea what we were walking into at all.
We wanted to do what we could to help the person, and also, treasure hunting is fun, and so, win-win for everybody. We would like to go in and help clean out a house and get some things for the owner and that kind of thing. So this is what happened.
We got there, and like I said, we talked for a while, and then this person said, okay, well, let's go in the front door. And we went in the front door, and we're going to show you video here in a minute. And we're going to talk through, when we show the video, we're just going to like talk over the top of it, kind of show you, because I videotaped the different rooms, and we actually videotaped some when we were in a room. So
we did ask permission
yes,
from the homeowner.
Yes, the owner was very gracious and said, yeah, we could film, and if it would help our channel, that we could make a video about it, which we are very, very thankful for, because this is a sensitive subject, and this is it's a touchy topic, and it's a very humbling experience, not only for the homeowner, but also for us, right, to go into this. Anyway, so even though we had permission to film, we were still really hesitant because we hadn't really seen it yet. So we didn't take the camera in the first time. We went in the front room. We will show you all this. We did go back and film all this, but we went in and saw the living room, kitchen situation, and then we saw the things that the items they were wanting us to try to find. They
told us what room, and so this video we're going to show you here is in the master bedroom, and we are looking for a computer, and we are looking for a ring.
A very specific ring.
A specific ring.
And they knew the whereabouts.
Well, they knew the exact whereabouts because that's where we found it. It was getting to it that was difficult. And so, let's just show.
Just FYI, the videos we're going to show, some people may find them disturbing. Some people may not want to watch these. So if you aren't a fan of hoarding type situations and stuff, feel free to skip ahead in the video or something, because like I said, some people would find these disturbing to watch. Just wanted to let you know that.
So this was in the master bedroom. This is how close I was to the ceiling on top of all the items in the room. This was after Steve did find the computer that we were after for this person. And
That's the top of a dresser there. And then I'll go over, and this is the closet. So that's the top of the closet door. And you can see here in a second, I got the flashlight out. You can see the top of the hangers, and you saw some cobwebs there.
This was me taking what we did find out to the homeowner, and that was going into the hallway.
Yeah, I turned the phone. I wasn't thinking about making video, but I turned the phone there, so pardon that. And then I just kind of took another video. You see that mirror, and then there's the top of the bed, like she said.
And this was when I came back in to find the ring that was under a TV, or in a TV stand. So I located the TV here, ended up picking up the TV and going in from the back of the TV stand, but we were able to find the ring. And that was about it that we took out of this room.
Yeah, she actually ended up lifting that black TV up there and digging down. It was underneath the top of that TV stand, so she dug down a little ways for it, but did find the ring.
So you can see we were able to find the items that they requested, and I was outside with the homeowner while Steve was able to...
Yeah, so after we did this treasure hunting, now honestly we weren't in the house all that long. We were probably in that room for 10 minutes or so. And we found the things that the homeowner was wanting, so then we got out, and Donna sat and was talking with them for a long time, and that's when we were both out there talking, and that's when I decided, okay, I'm okay filming, because I was just with the cell phone. And so then I thought, okay, we're okay, the person's comfortable, so I'm gonna go get the camera. So that's when I got the camera, and I did like a walk through the house. Donna was busy talking with the homeowner, and I just did a walkthrough to show you the stuff. And so we'll go into that video now.
This is walking in the front door.
So this room had been cleaned out. These rooms have been cleaned out by somebody, but you can see back on that back wall, see where the floor goes down a couple feet? And you see that's the back of the refrigerator on the other side of that wall, underneath the wall, from the kitchen on the other side. So we didn't dare go into this room. The person that cleaned it out was going in there and trying to stay on the outsides or whatever, but now we're going to, this is coming in from the back of the house. Like I said, this is all cleaned out.
This is in the dining room. So you will be able to see there was kind of a path to walk through here. But again, this was after the crew had been working for a couple weeks to clear out the garage in the front room.
See how the cabinet is pulled away from the wall there, from the floor sloping inward. And there's the bottom of that wall where the refrigerator's sitting there. You can see it. So at this point, we didn't think, we're like, well, this is gross, like whatever, but this ain't too bad. We didn't, because he had cleaned out a lot of stuff. Well, then when we turned to look down the hallway, that's when we were like, oh, wow, okay. There's the path to go to the bedroom that we showed you already. Like we climbed like that ramp of stuff. This room on the left, thought it was going to show. Yeah, that's just the mountain of stuff. This room has been cleaned out.
It looked as if this is where the crew had put some of the items that were savable, perhaps. But, yeah, they'd cleaned out the mountains of items. I did talk with the homeowner. They did say that all the rooms were as full as the master is. And so they did do a lot of work already to clean out the kitchen, dining room, living room, garage, and this little spare room. Steve's putting his gloves on here, so
yeah,
that's what you're looking at.
Yeah,
now.
Before I attempted to climb the hill, I just wanted to have my gloves on. Because at this point, we weren't doing anything else. Like, Donna was out talking to the homeowner, and so I was just filming.
To the right is the master bedroom.
That's where we were. Now, at this point, yeah, I set it down because it's pretty dark, so I went to go get my flashlight.
And you can see on the ceiling where there's mold beginning to grow. We believe that because the house was wet, the water had leaked, and the heat of the last several weeks had just been the perfect environment for mold to just take off. And later you'll see a lot of spiders and whatnot. And we believe that actually increased during that time when the water and heat combination, because the top of the pile was not wet.
And looking in this back room, you can see that if you go back to the back, it's not that big a pile. So I think that other room was the same way, where the back of the room wasn't that much, but it just started getting piled up in the middle. And then this is the room that we were previously in already.
The master bedroom.
And so you can see the TV on the right. I said that Donna moved the TV. So that's where the TV is. She chucked it up on top of the pile.
To get to the shelf underneath where we found the ring.
Yeah, we'll go back over to the right here. And so you can see the top of the TV stand. She found it underneath there. And then that's the master bathroom, just piled up.
You're able to see, as happens with in a lot of these cases, the bags of items are still in the bags.
Unopened.
Unopened. They're brought into the home and basically stored or stashed or, whatever. So
from what we understand, a lot of hoarder situations are house is just full of new unopened things. And that's, I think a lot of stuff here would have been that, but now with the mold issues and the water and dampness, it's ruined everything. This room was completely cleaned out by the cleaning crew that was there.
This was the bathroom on the main floor.
And then I decided to venture downstairs. The handrail has been wet, like it's very like soft and bendy. I don't know how else to describe it. I get about this far and then cobwebs in my head. Like I ran into some cobwebs. They weren't really thick cobwebs, but along the corners of the walls going up in that stairwell up there, like there's some. I wish I would have gotten the right side. The right side had more thick cobwebs and a lot of spiders just sitting looking at me. You can see the mold all the way up. So I was basically trying to clear the cobwebs out from a path for me. But as we went down here, I took Donna down here later. But when we got down here, this is where it was overwhelming. Like down here, it smelled. It didn't really smell upstairs, but down here it smelled bad from all the mold and moisture and everything else. So I filmed over to the left, and it just is. This is where we really drew the line that we are way out of our league.
It wasn't safe.
It was not safe.
Us to be there, especially without any type of hazmat or
on the right side here, I wish I would have filmed to the right, because if you can see right there, the ceiling, the boards, that leads to where that refrigerator was sitting down on the floor. I wish I would have filmed back there, but I did not. So
it was
made
kind
my
of
way.
a situation. It's time to get out of the basement.
Yep.
It's not safe to be down there without a mask.
Yeah, and so I took one more look over here just to get another film. I wish I would have filmed underneath there, but I did not, and I'm not going back. So, and that's pretty much the end of the video.
So as you can see from the videos, this is a situation that got out of hand, and in speaking with the homeowner, they understood, that it got out of control. Sometimes
and the homeowner hadn't been in the house. They'd been in the doorways, and that's it. So they were still
the water, flood, and things like that. They hadn't been actually in the house.
So they were still, when we went, with the mindset of trying to salvage the house, salvage whatever they could. Like maybe if they just got cleaned out and got like ServPro or somebody to clean it. When we came back out, when we both went in, checked it all out, and like went to the basement and stuff, that's when we went back to the homeowner and we said, we're not professionals by any means, but
it's not safe.
You can't. This is like, you need to just move on from this. Like, you seriously need to move on. That's our opinion.
And oftentimes, like I said, we're not professionals, but oftentimes it takes a situation like this for someone to see, that there might be a problem, and I would call this catastrophic. They lost their home, everything that they had in their home. Basically, they're starting over, and it was a real eye-opening experience. So we kind of wanted to share some information too at the end here of the video of things that you can do if you or a loved one or someone has a hoarding disorder of some kind. So it's just information that we found on the internet. We wanted to share as a resource with some of you. Like I said, we're not professionals or anything like that. We just wanted to offer some information.
Yeah, what we ended up doing at the house was, more than anything, was talking to the homeowner. We sat outside and talked for a long time. The only things we did, like in the house, was we found the things that specific things they were looking for, but that's all we did. We didn't treasure hunt for ourselves or anything like that, because we weren't comfortable. This isn't in our ballpark, and so.
Well, and as you can see, and as we talked about in the video, there was black mold. That's not healthy.
Yeah.
So to spend a long amount of time in a house like that, especially with no protection or training on how to deal with hazmat situations, we're just not the people for that. And we explained that to the homeowner, and they understood completely.
We're excited for the homeowner because the
Fresh
homeowner
start.
has a different place, and we talked to them a lot, and we're really hopeful that this can really be a turning point for them.
And we are very thankful to have had this chance to meet this person and to share it with you. It was, a lot of times people don't want to share this type of situation. So we're very thankful that they allowed us to share with you some of this information.
Yeah, I can't say enough about what it means. Not only just to be able to make a video and put it on our channel, but just the fact that they were willing to open up and share and talk with us about it, like that puts a lot of faith and confidence in us as people, like that they're willing to share, to trust us with this information and everything. And when we asked permission to video, we said, well, it would obviously be done in a very respectful way. We're not making light of this situation at all. We never would.
And one thing that in our visiting with this person they said was sometimes you just need somebody to care and somebody to come along beside. And so we just encourage you guys out there to be aware of the people in your, circle
in your
life that may just need someone to come along beside.
I think these types of situations, this is obviously an extreme situation, but I think these types of situations are way more common than we realize.
Oh, yeah.
It may not be your next door neighbor, but
it very well could be.
It very well could be. It wouldn't shock me if there was at least one house like this in every neighborhood. You know what I mean? So if you suspect, or if you think, or anybody that goes through something like this, there are certain ways to handle this. There is lots of information. If you are in a situation like this, or if you think somebody in a situation like this, there is a lot of information out there on the internet about what to do and kind of handle these. So in our situation, it isn't us in the situation, it's somebody else that we now know. And so just some bullet points that Donna found online for what to do. And
again, we're not professionals, but I just wanted to share some of the things that I found, and tell you just a few of the things, because it's all about, it's emotional, it's, it's sensitive, it's very close to their heart. So a couple of the things: remember to use respectful language. Don't focus on a total cleanup. Don't go in and say, oh, we're going to clean this up and, get rid of it all. Listen to what they want. What are their goals? Think carefully about gifts that you might give them. Don't add to it. Don't pressure them to let you into their space. And that was very important in dealing with this person. We didn't push. They suggested. We let it sit for a bit. And let them suggest again. And then the most important one, I think, is let them know that you're there. Be a listener. Love those people, because that's what we're here to do anyway, is to love each other. Yeah. I guess that's the main point I wanted to share.
Every one of us, it's easy to ridicule and talk and gossip and everything else. That's easy. That's what everybody does. Be different.
Educate yourself about it. Don't just assume because you don't know. I don't know. I didn't know. So educate yourself on it. If there's something that you suspect, or somebody has shared something with you, educate yourself. Find out all the information you can about it, and be kind. Is the most important thing.
I was just going to say, like glass houses, man. Like everybody has something. Everybody has a vice. Everybody has a bad habit. Everybody has a mental issue. It could be like depression. It could be like drinking. It could be smoking. It could be gambling. It could be
anxiety.
Everybody has something. None of us are perfect, and so when dealing with people with an issue, not just this issue but other issues, glass houses, man. You don't want all your deepest, darkest secrets out there for people to talk about. So when people are willing to open up and share theirs, you really need to be careful.
Be sensitive.
Careful and sensitive to their situation and to them. So that's all. Enough lecturing, I guess, by us. But yeah, so that was our experience.
I think we're just going to leave this video here. It's a lot to unpack and think about.
Yeah.
And it really caused us to do some serious soul searching of our own. So thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you have a similar situation or you have input or, you know, even questions or whatever, comment down below. And
we are 4 subscribers away from 500 subscribers, which is
so
crazy.
big.
And we do have another big announcement for our business that we'll get to on the next video. But for this one, I think we're going to wrap it up here. And thank you all for watching. We do appreciate you all. So, Happy Art Treasures. You got anything else, Donna?
Nope.
All right. I'm Steve. She's Donna. And we are Happy Heart Treasures. So we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.